The following is a special presentation of ESPN on ABC. Ready. Aim.
Gary Neal having the game of his life.
A historical performance by two unsung heroes.
A virtuoso performance from Danny Green.
A barrage of threes cooled the heat and propelled the Spurs to a momentous victory. Can LeBron James reignite the fire? Or will these sharpshooters continue to take aim? Miami, San Antonio. Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Next on ABC. Live from the NBA Finals in San Antonio, Texas, this is Kia NBA Countdown.
There's the AT&T Center. Not even the rainy weather would have cooled off the hot shooting Spurs in Game 3. The Heat have their backs against the wall in yet another must-win game. As LeBron says, it's us versus them, as they try and avoid a 3-1 series deficit. Welcome inside the AT&T Center for NBA Countdown. With Kia, of course, I'm Jalen Rose. He's Bill Simmons. This Hall of Fame mogul is Irvin Magic Johnson. And I know you're wondering, where is Michael Wilbon?
I beat him up.
He's a groundhog for information. He's down by the court. He's going to give you the latest on Tony Parker.
Jalen, all the action is down here, and the big story concerning the Spurs, of course, is the health of Tony Parker's injured right hamstring. Tony has said all day he's ready to go. Greg Popovich told us a few minutes ago he's going with his usual starting lineup. The usual starting lineup includes Tony Parker. But, as Coach P.J. Carlissimo reminds me, a coach can change his mind all the way up until tip-off when he sends those players on the court. There's no rule requiring Tony Parker to start. So we're going to be taking a look at Parker. You hear, well, some boos right now. That means Miami must be coming in behind me. The Spurs are going to be here shortly. We're going to see what Tony Parker looks like. If he has several trips up and down the floor, Pop doesn't like the way he looks, he can say you're out of here and go to his bench. But we're expecting Tony Parker to be in the Spurs starting lineup.
Magic, you have some experience in playing hurt in the finals. What happened in 1988?
Well, against Detroit, Bill, I had a pulled groin, and so I asked the doctor to, shoot me up in that groin. I got a shot before the game and at halftime.
Every game?
Every game, so that I could play. And so it turned out great because I wanted to win. You get here. Look, if Tony Parker can go, he will be going.
It didn't turn out great for your groin.
That's okay.
2 shots a night?
Yeah, get fired.
I'm not going to get fired. But, the shame of this is that we should be talking about the Spurs. Instead, everybody's talking about LeBron James, and now this Tony Parker injury has become the defining story so far.
Totally has. 130 is my number. That's how many points the big three for the Miami Heat have scored. Well, here's the problem. That's also how many points Gary Neal, Green, and Kawhi Leonard have scored. They must get more from their best players, the Miami Heat.
Well, Jalen, first of all, let's give credit where credit is due. The best team is winning this series, and that's the Spurs. They are playing great team basketball, and it's coming from so many different players that the Miami Heat don't know who to stop, because the big three last game was Leonard, Green, and Neal. Who's going to be the big three this game for the Spurs?
This is a dream series for the Spurs because not only are they winning, nobody's talking to them. LeBron has become the storyline. What's going on with the Heat? What's going on with Miami? Meanwhile, the Spurs, that Game 3 they played was one of the single best finals games anybody's played in the last 20 years.
So now it's time for a chess move. What does Eric Spoelstra do? He starts Mike Miller. And I know a lot of people are going to say LeBron James is playing center. Actually, that's probably going to be reserved for Chris Bosh. But LeBron James is going to have the floor more spread, Magic Johnson, somebody that jumps center as a rookie and won a championship in the NBA Finals.
Well, this is what I want to see from LeBron. I want to see him attack the defensive board, Jalen. Why? Because now that'll put him in the fast break. Now he can have options, whether take it all the way, pull up for his jump shot, or he have his wingmen in Dwayne Wade and Mike Miller.
And we're going to get more into LeBron in the third segment. Mike Miller, though, interesting because they're spreading the floor now. You take Haslam out of the game, trying to open up the paint for LeBron because San Antonio's been clogging the paint on him, Jalen. 6 free throws in 3 finals games. This is a guy who, in 2009, had 14 free throw attempts a game. Now he's averaging 2 a game.
And when you're the best player in the game, you got to continue to attack.
We should mention that Mike Miller played 11 meaningful minutes all season. Now he's starting in a do-or-die finals game.
Magic
has happened.
Tony told me to tell you, if you don't mind, don't ever leave Miller or Allen, no matter where they're out on the court. Great hands, great hands. Just feel confident, let them fly. Get your name in the paper.
What are you asking for from your defense on him?
I can't tell you that.
You're watching Kia NBA Countdown.
Let's take a look at how Danny Green, that's right, Magic Johnson, Danny Green fuels his three-point shooting game by Gatorade.
Well, first it starts with great penetration by Leonard, and then great ball movement to Green for the jump shot. Look at that beautiful pass by Neal, right to Danny Green for the open 3, Jalen.
Making it hot, making the defense rotate. Danny Green, of all players, is actually outplaying Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
And guess what? Danny Green was waived by guess who once upon a time? The Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Cleveland's revenge against LeBron James. Danny Green's killing LeBron in the final.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to like watching Danny Green and LeBron dance on the sideline in Cleveland, but that's probably what got him cut, and that's why he's balling right now.
It really means a lot to be the last man standing.
The opportunities to win a championship.
It's a show of your accomplishment. It's a goal achieved.
Since Christmas 2011, LeBron James has played 138 regular season games, 42 playoff games, the 2012 Olympics. He is averaging 42 minutes a game in the playoffs the last 2 years. But you know what? That's not going to be our key to driving the conversation question. It is time to drive the conversation. Wilbon, do you think LeBron in this must-win Game 4 has to come out in Magic Johnson mode or Michael Jordan mode?
This is hard, and I might be changing my mind. I've been thinking, Magic has convinced me that on the road, LeBron has to be a more assertive scorer. And so I believe that. I'm not about to refute that. But in talking to players today and last night, particularly today, it seems like they believe that LeBron James' personality, when he is at his best in basketball, we've seen him score in barrages against Detroit, against the Celtics in the playoffs. But he has to play the total game. He's not comfortable in that Jordan mode. So I think it's going to have to be a comfortable place between the two, a hybrid, if you will, where he finds himself even in this Game 4. It's not going to just be scoring. It's going to have to be an all-court game.
I want to see a combination of both. And in the third quarter, Jalen, of Game 3, we saw LeBron James on the attack, and that's what I want to see him do tonight in the first quarter. Here, he has the three-pointer looking good. Because of that three-point shot, he had the confidence to come right back with a two-pointer. Now, the left hand hook off the glass. That's what I want to see from LeBron James from the first quarter on. Look, you can be Magic and Michael. Just blend them together tonight, LeBron.
I think one of the things get overlooked in the Michael Jordan part of that equation is Scottie Pippen. And he's going to need Dwayne Wade to play at an elite level and create some easy shots for him as well. As you see right now, I like to say when I'm running full courts, you're open for a reason.
Yeah.
Literally. They want him to take that shot. Dwayne Wade hot potato to Mario Chalmers. Here you see LeBron James again, not in attack mode. You have to be decisive. Kawhi Leonard decides he wants to go 2 under and give you an open 3 as a 4-time MVP. You got to knock that down. And on this last possession, he guards himself. So I had to go to the auto-tune king, Roger and Zach, for my theme music right here. He dribbled 17 times. That's more bounce to the ounce, EJ the DJ.
I love it.
And he raises up and settles for a three-point shot. Got to be more aggressive.
That looked like Vinny Del Negro's offense right there. LeBron James, to me, has to come out in this game the same way he came out Game 6 Boston last year, which was the best game he's ever played one of the best games anyone's ever played, but I need to see him from minute one. Look, first of all, look at the look at his face. The legacy's on the line. He knew it. He started attacking the basket. He's taking jumpers and threes, and he was in that mindset. I don't care what the other guys are doing. I got to get mine. And I think the biggest problem, look at that look, Magic. See that look? That's the look of somebody who wanted to kill an entire crowd that night. And my thing with LeBron is this. He spent too much time these first 3 games worrying about Wade and Bosh. How do I get those guys involved? Oh, I got to get them their shots. Stop worrying about those guys. You got to get yours, LeBron.
Well, it worked, though. What I wonder is, even if LeBron goes completely in that mode, and let's say he comes out and he has a night where he takes 27, 28 shots. By the way,
I would love that.
Michael Jordan, speaking of, had a game against Phoenix in Game 4 in the 1993 Finals where he shot 37 times and took 18 free throws. You know, LeBron's not going to do that tonight. I'm not sure that San Antonio's defense will even allow him to do that, Irvin.
But still, he can be aggressive, Michael. My problem is not getting to the free throw line. That means he's not aggressive. He has got to be aggressive. Look, LeBron knows how to play, and he knows what his team needs tonight. He cannot be passive. That's one thing they don't need. Right now, Dwayne Wade can only play a half. He scores all his points in the first half. He don't score in the second half. So, Jalen, get the D-Wade involved, get Chris Bosh involved, but still get your own too at the same time.
LeBron normally is cleaner than the board of health. Today he came in with fatigue.
Yeah,
right.
With a hat on that says us versus them, basically. I think he's going to be in attack mode. He's going to be very aggressive. And also, let's not overlook defense. The Miami Heat, while they're an efficient offensive team, they're a very good defensive team. That has slacked in this series. I think he has to be the catalyst on that end also.
Their defense betrayed him in this series. You know, in a lot of ways, it's not fair because LeBron is this guy over and over again. We've said, like, oh, his legacy's on the line tonight. Oh, we're going to find out who the real LeBron is.
Always
what is this, like the 8th game we've had with this? He's been graded on a curve his entire career. I don't think it's totally fair. At the same time, I don't think he can beat this team unless he puts them on, unless he puts the heat on his back.
Well, I think that we got to look at Tony Parker, the man right there, because if Tony Parker is not healthy, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Ginobili, Gary Neal to come off the bench and probably play that point guard position, because I don't believe they'll play the young fella at that position.
All I know is in NBA Finals history, once you get down 3-1, you're done. Is that going to happen to the Miami Heat today? Stay tuned for Game 4.
Best game of the year.
It is next.
As dark as it was, can't get no darker than that. I'll be better.
It's bedlam in here.
NBA Finals, nothing can be better.
There we go back.